3 days in a row with camera in my hand. What was it, silage season? Morning. Welcome to Wednesday. The last two videos I talked about, today is a big day for moving cattle. The farm has 3 loads, and Bart and I have our 2 loads going. So if you remember back, November, I think the video came out. I was talking about Bart and I buy a pen of cattle about twice a year. And for the farm, it actually works out great because we're essentially a check load, or I don't know how I want to check load, just doesn't sound right. Basically, Bart and I buying cattle allows the farm to better understand how our cattle are doing, because the farm buys small groups, 5 here, 10 here, 3 there. Every once in a while we get 60 here. Well, they get sorted 3 different times, so you never really know the numbers on specific head of cattle. But when Bart and I buy cattle, we got to buy them by the load lot. So we'll buy about 120, 2 semi-loads. They can't get sorted and moved and shifted. They all have to stay together. So it allows the farm overall to better understand, what's our rate of gain and this and that. And it makes the numbers understandable for the farm, where theirs are so mixed up. I think that makes sense. I don't know. Probably not. Either way, we got stuff to do. Tally ho. This is the load of cattle I got to haul. We got to get them over to the loading chute. So here's our wall. Pickup to fill in the gap. Okay, to the semi. Or wait, no, the pickup. I really hate this pickup. Check it out, Hector's here. So originally he was supposed to be gone this morning, but realized they had a miscommunication. So he's here, which is nice, because Glenn is gone. Cameron, he's still on friggin' vacation. I swear. Yeah. Blanca's gone. And we thought Hector was going to be gone. Like, great. We got 5 loads of cattle to move, and we're very short-handed. But one extra person makes a big difference. Plus, we got Justin. We got a guy on a horse, so that's all we really need, honestly. That's why I'm in this pickup and trailer, taking it up to where we're loading the first 2 loads, Bart and I's cattle, and then Justin can use this pickup and trailer to shuffle the horse around, because we got to load there, there, and there. We got to load at 3 different locations. It's gonna be a long morning. First 2 loads on the way. I'll go load Hector at the other yard. There's truck number 1 headed back for his reload. I am trying to chase down Hector because we got 2 different contracts over here. The first 2 loads were 1 contract. Hector's got load number 1 out of 3 for the second contract. Want to make sure I get over there so they can keep all the paperwork straight. Just make our life easier so we don't have to redo paperwork. That'd be nice. Because when you unload, you call a phone number, tell them, hey, I got cattle to unload. They show up, you tell them who it's for. They write it on a ticket, stamp it. Just make sure everything is correct on that ticket when they stamp it. Well, here goes truck number 2 for a reload. So I'll drop these contracts off here with Hector and the scale guy, and I'll haul ass back to help. Hector's getting his unloaded. Got the contract straightened out, looked at the papers. We're about 25 pounds light on Bart and I's. We knew they were going to be. They had a very rough first 2 weeks. We thought we were going to lose about 10 of the 125. Wound up only losing 1. And then we sorted off. There was 4 of them that we bought them. They weighed 600 pounds right before Thanksgiving. Here it is, the end of February. They still don't weigh 700 pounds. That's how rough some of those guys were. They lost so much weight. Luckily, they're looking good now. They're gonna eventually start gaining it back, but they weren't ready to come. So we're selling a couple back to Mock Farms. No big deal. Now I'm gonna haul ass back though, try and help load them other 2 loads, because we're short on help. I just feel bad sitting over here waiting, so I'm gonna go see if I can't give them a hand, get those 2 guys loaded. Then I'll come back over and get all this information for the second contract.
This is how the professionals do it.
I am very interested in editing this and seeing what Bart said, because he wouldn't tell me. For saying how much he hates the camera, he really likes talking to the camera. But anyway, I'm going to go chase that truck down to get the weights. Hector just got an empty weight, so we know what everything weighs that we're moving up here. Aaron and Justin and Bart are all going to start turning gates. Well, that'll ruin a guy's day. Oh, where's... What it was. Luckily, I only made it a mile, and it started warning me, so. New pickup. We got another pickup. Slightly different shade of blue, but it'll work. So, we'll go catch up to the trucks, get all the weights for the second contract with the 3 loads, and then go back and help move cattle. Well, Bart and I's 2 loads were both pretty light. Not horrible, but pretty light. Hector's load was way heavy. I don't know what happened there. That math did math, as I like to say. And then the 2 custom guys, their second loads here, weighed just a little heavy. Not bad, a little heavy. We kind of saw that coming. I just still can't believe how heavy Hector's load was. That doesn't make any sense. Either way, time to go help move cattle at the shop now. That was the longest delayed reaction by this camera I've ever seen. Okay, so to recap our morning, because it's already 11:30. 5 loads of cattle shipped to the feedlot. 3 loads of calves moved from our receiving yard to our kind of growing yard. Cattle doctored. We got a plan. Right now, going to fix a tire on the way to a seed meeting. And then after lunch, we get to play with some poop. Everybody likes playing with poo, right? Well, managed to kill 2 hours. But I mean, on the plus side, I got a depth gauge with a bottle opener, charcuterie board, gloves, whatever. Those seed beans are a lot funner when it's cold out, not when it's nice out and you can be doing stuff. Let's go start on pins, shall we? So, first up, got the red tractor on the Killifer or box scraper, whatever you want to call it. It's on hydraulic lift to raise it up and down. There along the bottom is the cutting edge, so that's what does all the work. We're going to clean up this first pin. So all this loose manure will get added to the pile. We got another pin that we're kind of in a hurry to get done as well. If I get the 2 done, we'll grab the loader, manure spreader, get to work. So here is my thought process. We got a lot of manure in this pin. We need to be using that manure, but we haven't even hit the 1st of March yet. And March and early April are the times of year when you have the very significant snowstorms move through. Whether you catch one or not, that depends year to year. But was it 10 years ago, like April 15th, 4 foot of snow about 40 miles to our southeast? We were lucky. We only got a couple inches. Like, that was a brutal one. But March and April are the big snow months here in Colorado. So we don't want to take out all this manure, because if you're new here, we use this manure in the winter to act as a place for the bedding whenever we catch a weather event. That way the cattle get up off the ground onto that pile, stay there, keeps them dry. Dry cows are happy cows. Calves, cows, whatever. I say cows all the time. For us, I'm always talking about steers, sometimes bulls, but we turn the bulls into steers whenever they show up here. Either way, so we need some manure left in these pins for them to have potential for bedding in bad weather. So what I'm doing is trying to form a new strip right here so I can haul out all of that over there. For this job, simply all you do, put that down on the ground when you're driving around, see the difference back there. Then you come over to your pile, and you just want to keep building layer by layer. So you just want a little layer. Get this straightened out. Grab the hydraulics, start lifting. Boom. I just dumped all that there at the very first edge because I'm getting too far this way. Drive off the pile. Set it back down, do it again. You just drive around in circles for, I don't know, good half an hour, and then you'll have this whole pin cleaned up. Don't hit the mineral licks. And we're going to call that good enough. So you can see the new pile there I made. I'll leave it, haul off the old stuff. It's kind of a half-ass job, but when you're a one-man band, it's going to be good enough for today. So I got to run this tractor, the loader, and the spreader all by myself because there's only 4 of us here today. Well, I mean, technically there's 5 because the big tuna, but I mean, you don't really count him. It's kind of like bowling and you get a strike, but the bumpers are up. I mean, technically, yeah, you got a strike, but you can't really count it. So tuna's technically here, but it's more of like a figment of our imagination most of the time because we have no idea where the hell he is most of the day. I'm gonna hear about that one later. The Bart's up spreading sand and sprinkler tracks. We've got to keep moving with that. I'm running this. Aaron took the pickup and trailer and headed to the auction barn. It's Wednesday, sale day. Get more calves in. And Hector took the semi to our order buyer. Our order buyer, because at his feedlot, he's got 40 head that we're buying. So he went to go get them. So, I'm by myself. I'm betting this starts a little bit easier than last time. Makes me feel better. It's disappointing for you guys, I'm sure, but it makes me feel better. And here's how well organized we are. The manure spreader started the week, if you remember, clear back at the shop because I greased it. Brought it down here, 4 miles. It's not like that far. Parked it. Haven't spread a single load from here yet this week. Now I'm going to take it back to the shop where it originally started the week to start spreading manure there. And I'm thinking let's hurry up and go do it before something else changes and for some reason we don't spread manure there either. Finally, back to throwing some poo. Wow, you can't see anything. Well, trust me, there's a spreader back there throwing some manure. Got the inside 3 towers here on this quarter circle. I gotta get this one cleaned up today. So I had to stop when I was loading this load. This is only load number 2, by the way, and it's already 5 o'clock. To load the feed truck because, well, it's a good thing we sent the semi and the pickup and trailer to get cattle because wound up needing every bit of it. They got 90, which will fit easily between the 2 when they're this young of cattle, you know. The ones we shipped this morning wouldn't fit, but the little guys will. It just makes me laugh, though. We shipped off 300 this morning. We've already got 90 back. Plus, then when I went to leave, relative showed up. He had 5 little bull calves. Had to weigh them for him. And he said the words that just crushed my soul. He goes, "Are you ready for water yet?" And if you don't know, our canal opens for the year at midnight on March 15th, between the 14th and 15th. That's 2 weeks away, barely over. Today's the 26th. We are so far from being ready for irrigation. Oh, that hurts to think about. If you're new here, 1, where the hell have you been for the last couple years? But 2, I have always described our farming system as a marathon from the 1st of March to the 1st of December. Like I usually say the 15th of March to the 15th of November, because that's the irrigation part. But you got to add a little bit beforehand and after to get, you know. It's a marathon with a bunch of small sprints in there. We always come out of the gates in a full-on sprint. We've got manure, tillage, track filling. We've got to get sprinklers serviced and ready. We've got to dig out catch ponds, get them ready. We've obviously got the cattle. We got to get the harrow going. Got to get floating. Got to get our spring crop planted. All of that in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks. If we're lucky, we can push it to a month. But then things will kind of slow down a little bit until mid to late April when we get back going full speed again for corn planting. And by the middle of May, it is definitely an all-out sprint because that's when spring silage comes into account. So it's hard to go from the real slow-paced, laid-back winter just to full-on, all-out for a couple of weeks here. And it's really hard to do when only half the farm is here. But things happen. You got to go on vacation at some time or at some point, and you can't prevent getting sick, so it is what it is. The sun goes down. It gets cold. So there goes Hectoroo. Him and Aaron just dropped off the calves. I don't even know if you can see them. It doesn't look like it on my camera. As you can hear, though, most of them are unweaned. We'll figure it out. Alright guys, I'm going home and I ain't touching this camera till next week. I'm telling you. 3 straight days of video. That's too much. Talk to you guys later.